I name this boat absolutely fabulous. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're looking at all the moments that made us love Dame Joanna Lumley.
And now back to Plymouth.
Too late.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Etiquette.
Well, it was a finishing school as well, but I went to the modelling course.
Right.
Anyway, it was the best fun in the world. We learnt how to do things gracefully.
Michael McIntyre's short-lived chat show was very poorly received, though he did later have success with his big show. Shoddy interviewing aside though, and it's hard to go too wrong when you have Joanna Lumley booked as a guest.
But they had a kind of mock-up of a car seat. And you
What, in the modelling school?
Yes, I think they did.
She regales the audience with an anecdote about her time at a finishing school aimed at teaching aspiring young models how to do things the proper way, including leaving a room and getting into and out of a car.
And you'd put your bottom in first, and then swing your legs, knees glued, nailed together into the car.
The whole thing sounds like a military operation, all because the skirts in the swinging 60s were so short that moving in any other way ran the risk of accidental exposure.
And then you'd smile after him gratefully, like that. And he'd slam the door, and then you're inside. You didn't have to wear safety belts in those days. Just went straight through the windscreen.
Number 9. Flaunting.
Having to widen the shots to...
Just stop. Just stop.
I'm just saying, if you got them, you know, flaunt them.
As you can imagine, the set of Absolutely Fabulous produced endless outrageous bloopers, and many of these were down to Joanna Lumley. In this scene, while waiting for things to be reset, Jennifer Saunders entertains the audience with some lewd jokes, much to the annoyance of Lumley. It goes on a bit too long, and Lumley comes up with this killer one-liner.
Just be careful not to mask, Joe, at the very beginning.
I try not to mask.
I couldn't help being masked. I'm so slim.
Try doing that, honey.
It's rare that anybody can get the upper hand over Jennifer Saunders in a battle of wits, but she did. In another memorable blooper, Lumley messes up a line while smoking 5 cigarettes at once. Saunders won this exchange, though.
I've actually given up smoking. So I find these lines very difficult.
It's good for you.
So perhaps you won't be around for the next series.
Number 8. Meeting Trump.
It's very odd because it was a very brief meeting. It was when Patsy was at her height of fame, and
Between her long acting career, public appearances, charity work, and myriad documentaries, we wouldn't be surprised if Joanna Lumley has met nearly as many people as the late Queen.
Marlowe was an absolute honey, but he seemed a bit baffled by the whole thing and looked at me with a sort of orange look and pouted his lips and sort of very nice to meet you sort of thing.
But one of those people was actually Donald Trump, years before he became America's most reviled president and international laughingstock. He wasn't faring much better back in the 90s though, when Lumley was invited to a party purely because Ab Fab's Patsy often wears her hair like Ivana Trump.
I don't have any recollection of him at all, except that I've shaken his hand and said, hello, Mr. Trump.
It's a tiny hand.
Tiny hand.
She and Jennifer Saunders had some advice for him though, about his infamously bad orange tan and some other choice remarks.
What makeup advice would Patsy and Adina give to Donald Trump?
Get a spray tan.
I think he's doing rather well, actually. I quite like that huge hair look.
Number 7. Uptown Downstairs Abbey.
And actually, I was quite surprised to be cast in this role. You see, with this face, I mean, I think it's just difficult for the viewers to see him as housekeeper. Lady of the house, yes. Housekeeper.
One of Comic Relief's most popular ever sketches was 2011's Downton Abbey / Upstairs Downstairs parody, starring many comedy legends, including Saunders again, Victoria Wood, Harry Enfield, and of course, Joanna Lumley.
Well, you see, I'm not really housekeeper material. I don't belong downstairs. I belong up here with you.
In a parody of herself, she's playing the manor's housekeeper, but thinks the role is far below the high-caliber jobs she usually gets. She's fixated on getting more screen time, begging Julian Fellows for the privilege.
Security?
Julian, I just wondered if you're aware of my casting. I should be upstairs. Now, you know me, we've had dinner. I'm posher than you.
Julian has no time for her though, caught up in what a mad genius he is for devising the melodrama of Downton Abbey in the first place. At the end, she resigns, only to be replaced by TV's most beloved cleaner, Kim Woodburn.
Have you got the keys, my love? I believe there's a bunch of actors in there pretending they're cleaners. You can't do that.
Oh, they treat you like muck, you know.
Number 6. Rejecting the Americans.
Also, I'm terribly lazy, that's the truth of it. And the idea of working at the American speed, which is, I mean, we've done 18 episodes over 5 years. They would do 18 episodes in 2 months.
Back in 1996, it looked like Ab Fab might be just about done, with a last hurrah in the form of some specials. Decades on, and we know that this wasn't the case, with a 4th and 5th series, and then an entire film still to follow. But Richard and Judy wanted to know about Roseanne Barr's project to make an American version, and the story about Lumley refusing to reprise her most famous role.
Added to which, I live over here, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My husband could hardly remember me anyway.
This version never came to pass, but Lumley discussed the rejection and her lack of desire to go work in the US, saying that she couldn't imagine doing it without Saunders. They did both pop up in a later series of Roseanne as Eddie and Patsy though.
Actually, I've been around for so long, it's not surprising. I think I know most of Britain now. I certainly know you. Lovely to see you.
Number 5. Bolly and Leo.
You must have met them.
Where?
Oh, right, all right.
Where?
Oh, my God, you're so pushy, Joanna. You're meant to be the loveliest woman in showbiz, and you're coming on here bossing me about.
Everywhere she goes, Lumley is offered lashings of champagne, usually Bollinger, made by one of the most luxurious and coveted champagne houses in the world. Alan Carr, with his famous drinks trolley, was no exception, pulling out a bottle of Bolly just for her.
And the message came through from Scorsese, will you come and be in my film? And funnily enough, my mouth just said yes immediately.
Of course.
Didn't even answer the part, yes immediately. And it said it might involve kissing DiCaprio, and I was on the plane. I mean,
After indulging, the conversation quickly turns to The Wolf of Wall Street, which he'd only recently appeared in alongside Leonardo DiCaprio. Famously, there was a scene where she got to kiss Leo, which took over 24 takes to get right.
Unfortunately, the kissing, took a little time getting used to it, so we had to try again. And I said, maybe we should try again. Oh, no. Maybe we should go to 27 takes on this, that'll do nicely.
She also revealed that she didn't tell her husband that she was going to the US to do this role.
How does he feel about you travelling the world snogging A-listers?
This is the truth, I didn't ask him.
Number 4. Cutting her own hair.
Can I clear something up? Does Joanna Lumley still cut her own hair?
Sure.
You still do?
Why do you think I'm looking like this today? What's the matter with you?
In 2025, Lumley was starring in the second series of Netflix hit Wednesday, alongside Billy Piper, who she was doing press junkets with. In this radio interview, she was grilled on the rumour that she cuts her own hair, confirming it, and then proving exactly why she's a national treasure in the process.
The thing is, people say, oh, how can you do that? And you say, get some scissors and just go snip.
It's a remarkable thing to admit, but when you get to her age, something she pokes fun at herself in this candid confession, there's sometimes nothing else to be done.
When was the last time you went to a hairdresser?
What do you mean? I just told you.
She also says that she often buys box dye from the supermarket just to see what it'll look like, something Billy Piper agrees with.
You've never been?
Of course I've been to hairdressers. I'm 112. The thing is that I am now so rich and powerful and famous that I haven't got time to go to hairdressers.
Number 3. Modelling flashback.
Accessorising a car with your shoes, which is hard to do.
Yep. That's actually a handbag, it's not a car.
While doing press for the Ab Fab movie, Lumley, Saunders and Rebel Wilson joined Graham Norton on the red sofa, and he did his usual trick of producing embarrassing photos.
That wasn't when I was modelling, that was when I was really old. I was 40 then.
Really?
Yeah, what were you doing?
How old are you now?
I was just doing...
This time, he had some snaps from Lumley's early modelling career back in the 60s. At least, he thought he did. One of them turns out to be far more recent, from a Children in Need shoot from the 80s.
Because when I look at that photo, I think children in need.
The final photo is an extremely old one of her milking a cow. She had no memory of that picture, only knew that it wasn't from a modelling shoot and may have been from some sort of public health campaign.
That's not modelling, because that was my special brown hair. When I wanted to be an actress, I was so... brown hair. Listen, you've got to...
Number 2. Disasters on Bake Off.
I'm wondering if that's a tablespoon. I don't think it is.
It's very
very tense at the moment.
In this fabulous edition of Bake Off, Lumley and Saunders were joined by pop star Lulu and Dame Edna Everage in the tent. Joanna clearly isn't a natural baker though, making mistake after mistake while fawning over Paul Hollywood.
Does it taste good? That's coffee. Is it coffee? It's supposed to be chocolate. That's supposed to be chocolate. That's coffee, sweetie. That's coffee.
The biggest error of them all was when she accidentally used instant coffee instead of cocoa powder, not to mention those heaps of baking powder eventually coming back to bite her.
I've done many things in my life, including giving birth to a child. I've never done anything that comes near this. Anything.
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And at the end, she burned Paul's mouth with her awful measurements. But it was all for comic relief, so it's hard to complain.
I think everything has baking powder in it. There's too much in there. Too much is in there.
Yeah, it's burning my tongue.
Number 1. Striptease for charity.
Well, I like to feel that actresses aren't just complete idiots. You know, most of us have got brains.
Has anyone ever told you that you're beautiful? Yeah. I mean, she's beautiful. She's got hair like gold spun silk and teeth almost as good as mine.
More lewd behaviour in the name of children in need. In 1983, Lumley was appearing on the annual telethon alongside Sir Terry Wogan. After batting away David Copperfield, they tried to go to a live video link with Sharon Davies from Plymouth, who's going to get naked for the kids for some strange reason.
And now back to Plymouth.
Tell us the dirty
And now
joke.
not back to
Don't hand over to Plymouth.
Here is a joke from...
No, never mind the joke.
When technical difficulties intervene, Lumley steps up to the plate, giving the viewing public the striptease they've tuned in for. Alongside her in the studio now are Wogan, Russell Grant of Horoscopes fame, and Ronnie Barker, and we can imagine that this was one of the highlights of their careers. Let us know your favourite Joanna Lumley moment in the comments.